Welcome to the video.
Thank you.
That is not a good intro, is it?
That was fun.
So here we have me and my buddy Cameron. We are gonna be talking about what we think the next Zelda game will be like. Okay, let's first talk about what are your personal opinions on like Zelda as a franchise?
I think it has a lot of attention to detail. Lots of little details and funny things in it.
Yeah, I feel like it too. I don't know. Like I feel like they're really fun to just like mess around with. A lot of the time I just spend my time doing nothing. I'd be like, "Oh, look, a big mountain. Let me go climb that." And then that's it.
Yeah, that is not at all me though.
I don't really I spend a lot of my time just doing nothing.
I'm working my way to the third divine beast.
Yeah. He is new to the Zelda franchise actually. He just got a Switch for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, now let's move on here. When do you think this game will come out?
It could either come out on I think it's probably gonna come out around April 1st because Nintendo runs on fiscal years, and that is the 40th anniversary is exactly April 1st. So if there's a Nintendo Direct around then, they might say we're releasing this game.
Oh, I'm
Or
talking
something.
about like when will it release? Like not an
Oh yeah, that could also be.
The thing
maybe the
is, I
50th
don't think
anniversary.
a game releasing on the same day it's announced is called a shadow drop, and Nintendo does not like to do that. No, not that many gaming companies like to do that. They like to reveal their stuff like a good 1 year to like 6 months before the game actually releases. And we've never gotten a April Direct, so I'm gonna have to disagree with you on here. My opinion is that if the leaks are true, which we'll get into there in a second, if the leaks are true, I believe that will come out sometime in 2027, maybe 2028, if it's announced this year, and if the leaks are true. Speaking of, let's go to the leaks here. Let's talk about those. So I'm gonna read out the leaks. So the first thing, take all this with a grain of salt. It is the same engine with enhancements, quote unquote, staying in that same track of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
So it should have pretty good quality.
To me, that sounds like they're gonna reuse the engine, maybe like upscale it, do all that, make it look pretty, and hopefully put a new land instead of the same map as Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And then the second thing here, we have a lot of puzzle solving is cross-dimensional. So a bull charging at you could be chasing you in one dimension, and it hits a target to activate something in your dimension. So
that sounds pretty cool.
There's actually a game on the 3DS. It's kind of similar to this. It's called Link Between Worlds. This is just like reminding me of it. Use your new powers to jump over dimensions and open tears in reality and merge puzzle bits in different realms. Feel like this is just explaining so to solve puzzles, because that's a lot of Zelda, it's solving puzzles and doing all that, and you would have to cross between portals. Maybe it's gonna be like Portal?
Maybe.
Described as tears in reality, unsure if it's tears, like a teardrop, or tearing through paper, and assuming that it's years away.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. I don't think it would be tears, as in teardrop, because tears in reality doesn't really make sense. Well, actually, kinda. Like a tier list. Tears just makes more sense. I've got a picture. I think I'll show it up on screen right now. It's also in the thumbnail. But it looks... I know it's just a mock-up image, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's gonna be it here with Cameron. Well, we'll move on to our next person that we're going to be interviewing, I guess, in this video. Say bye-bye, Cameron.
Bye.
Okay, here we have our second interviewer for this video, and we have the D-Lon. He is very famous. He's known all around the world. Isn't that right, D-Lon?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know him from like New York. I don't know. So, what do you think, the D-Lon, will be the price for the next big Zelda game?
Well, with the Switch 2, like increasing the graphics and stuff, and Nintendo being all Nintendo, I'm going to think it's probably going to be like $80.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, the fact that $80 games are a thing is kind of sad. But if they're gonna charge Mario Kart $80, then I feel like they would easily try to charge for a new big open world Zelda game. Who knows? Maybe even 90. I don't know. They're going insane. What do you think could be announced at the Zelda 40th anniversary this year?
Well, maybe even like a trailer for the new Zelda movie, or like maybe even a teaser trailer for a new Zelda game.
If the leaks are true, as we discussed with Cameron back there, basically TLDR for the D-Lon, that it's gonna be in the same engine as Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So if it is, then who knows? It could be at least announced soon. But you know, Nintendo likes to do this new thing where they release stuff like a couple of months after, like with Mario Wonder and Mario Kart World. Like Mario Kart World, it was announced back in like January and released in summer, and that's like half a year. So who knows?
Yeah, they're probably going to delay it because even though they say they're using the same engine, making it sound like it's going to be faster, that's probably just a lie.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom was actually announced like I think in 2019 or maybe 2021, and it released all the way in 2023 because there was a lot of delays for that game. Now, what do you think about Twilight Princess and Wind Waker coming to Switch 2?
Well, I honestly view it as trying to release some more Zelda content for the Zelda fan base to buy them time to make a new Zelda game.
What I'm thinking, yeah, I think that, but like, what is something that would be easy to do for them, but would get a whole bunch of sales? I'm thinking Ocarina of Time remake. That game has amazing scores, everybody loves it, but like it's really old. It got a remake for the 3DS, but like graphically that's like about equal. So like almost like a reimagining of Ocarina of Time. That would be like 4K. Oh my gosh, it looked beautiful.
Honestly, that's a really good idea. And honestly, if Nintendo doesn't do that, I think they're going the wrong direction.
Now, spin-off Zelda games. What genres of games do you think Nintendo could do for Zelda?
Maybe like a Zelda maker, like where you could like design. You know how some Zelda games have like little puzzles and like shrines and stuff? Maybe there was like a shrine maker or something.
Yeah, Echoes of Wisdom, game that released back in 2024, was supposed to originally be a Zelda dungeon maker, but they changed it up, I guess. Cameron said this to me personally. He said, what if there was a multiplayer Zelda game? A new one after Four Swords, back on like the GameCube, but like nobody really played that. Imagine a Switch Online. It doesn't have to be a huge game. It could be like a small Switch Online exclusive like Tetris 99.
Honestly, I think that'll work a lot because it'll also promote game chat, which is a new thing that only allows in Switch 2. So I honestly think it would get more sales as a multiplayer game.
I think a $20 eShop game where it's like an 8-bit style and you can go around fighting guys, 4-player action stuff. And then you can even like put in Game Share. I really like Game Share. It's great with like all the prices going up. It's a nice bone that Nintendo threw at us.
They just work out. I guess a multiplayer Zelda game has needing to be happen, and this would be the perfect time with all the other things that Nintendo's already given us.
Now, you know what? Let's summarize this because we're approaching the end of the video here. Let's summarize everything. So, Timing, I personally think it's gonna come out around generally soon. If the leaks are true, the leaks say that it's using the same engine and the main gimmick is traveling between worlds. The pricing is probably gonna be steep. They could do some fun remakes to wait for the next big Zelda game for the 40th anniversary, and they could do some weird stuff for spin-off. So I think that about wraps it up and everything. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, not really. I honestly think that does summarize it all up.
Well, I guess it's time to say goodbye to the audience.
Goodbye, peoples of the world.
And that is it for the Delon and Cameron interview for Zelda stuff. Go watch my other videos if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe, please!